Namaste, welcome to Season 2, Episode 5 of TT Talks. My name is Suhas.
My name is Kritika.
And today we have two special guests joining us.
Hi everyone, my name is Sahana.
And my name is Deepthi.
And so Sahana and Deepthi, do you just want to give us a little biography about yourself?
Yeah, sure. Hi, I'm Sahana. I am a junior physics major at Worcester Polytechnic Institute, which is WPI in Worcester, Massachusetts. And I'm one of the PR chairs for SASA.
I'm Deepthi. I am a sophomore in the CS major here at WPI as well. And I am the undergrad communications in SASA.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And do you guys just want to explain what SASA is a little bit?
Well, SASA, as you guys might know, it stands for South Asian Student Association. And as a club, we try our best to make everyone feel included from all cultures of South Asia and to help other people who aren't also South Asian learn more about our culture and be immersed in it as well. So do you have anything to add to that?
I think, like you said, SASA, we're trying our best to be as inclusive as possible of all cultures and backgrounds. And especially this academic year, we want to make our events open to everybody on campus, as it has always been, but make sure we market it in a way that everybody knows they're always welcome to join us. And so far, it's been good. We just had an event a couple weeks ago, and it went really well. We got a really good turnout, so we're hoping that all our events coming up will be like that too.
Great, awesome. Kasra, did you just want to ask a question?
So that's really cool that you guys are part of this organization. I just wanted to know where you guys are from, as a culture, from a cultural aspect. So what cultures do you guys bring into this organization and stuff like that?
So I guess right off the bat, we're both Indian. I am from Tamil Nadu.
And I'm from Andhra Pradesh.
And so bringing definitely for us a South Indian representation to SASA is really important because we are a smaller community of members. So it's really, I'm really happy that we're able to, spread our South Indian culture as well as learn about new cultures in SASA.
Mm-hmm.
So how many people are in your organization?
Yeah,
it's about, I think right now, about 400 plus. So SASA and WPI used to be a grad organization. Mm-hmm. And then over the years, it also became an undergrad. Now it's primarily an undergrad organization, but we still have a lot of grads in our club, which is one of the few clubs on campus that do have a really large amount of grad members. So I think right now we're at about 400 plus members.
That is so cool. That is that big. I didn't even expect it for it to be that big.
Clubs on campus, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And when was it founded?
That's so, like I said, at least 5-6 years ago, it was a primarily grad organization. I don't know the entire exact year, but I think about 4 years ago, we had our first undergrad president. So then a lot more undergrads started joining the club, and now it's relatively a new club on campus here. It's not as old as some of the other clubs, but it's definitely flourishing.
Cool.
And what kind of events does SASA do?
So an example of what we did was just this past couple weeks ago was SAC, which is South Asian Celebration, where we had people within SASA or pick if they had a talent they wanted to show everybody, they could sign up, and so we had singers, dancers, poetry. It was really cool. So we had everybody seated down for a sit down dinner, and the theme was black and gold. So we decorated the whole our auditorium with black and gold decorations, and then everybody dressed up in a formal, semi-formal attire. And so we served the first half of the performances took about maybe an hour or so, and then we would have a break and everybody got to sit down, eat, and chat with each other at the tables. And then the second half of the performance would go on. And at the end, we had cleared the tables and created a big dance floor, which was really fun and had everybody included. It was a really good time.
Yeah, so I guess also in WPI, we work on 7-week terms. So in a regular semester, we have 2 7-week terms, A and B, C and D. So usually what we try to do is we try to do one big event each term. This was our big event for C term, which is going to end in 2 weeks. And then the upcoming term, we'll have our Holi event, which is we're having Holi on the quad, which is our big grassy area on campus. And I think we want to have little stalls and street food and everything.
Food style things, yeah.
And then in the big Usually we have something called Freshers Party, which is for all the new freshmen to meet other members, other freshmen. It's just kind of like a big like get together outside. And then of course we have Diwali in our second term, which is one of our other classiest events other than SAC.
Mm-hmm.
So at these like events that you guys organize, are there like only like members of your club, or is there like other people that can like join too?
A lot of other people actually do come to our events because, well, food is a pretty
so
big
cool.
Oh yeah, it's amazing, and they get to like, there's a lot of like people ask questions, which is like my favorite part, honestly, because they're curious to understand what everything means, like why we do like the puja before like the Diwali and things like that. And I love helping like other people learn more about our culture.
And like also a lot of us have like roommates that aren't South Asian or in SASA, so we usually like bring them. We're like, come, we have an event. You should definitely just come by and see how it is. And our last event, that was a couple weeks ago, we have another university called Clark just down the road from us. So we were able to have like 10 people from their school just come and join us. Usually we have a lot of them, but because of COVID, we can't have so many people, external guests. So we were able to finally like have like 10 of them come and also like experience our event with us. So it was a really good turnout.
Yeah, I think it's really cool that you guys can like have other people like come in and like kind of learn about the culture too, and that's really cool.
Mm-hmm. So is WPI like a really diverse college, or is it like a little less diverse?
I think I would say it is a little less diverse, but definitely having SASA and having it as such a big club, we get to like showcase their culture and be like, hey, this is South Asian culture. These are the things we do. If you want to learn, like, please come and join us. But it definitely is a little less diverse. But I think over the years, as like new freshmen come in, it's been
getting
a lot more diverse. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And what challenges have you guys faced?
As like preparing for events,
or like reaching out to people.
Like reaching out to people, or like
anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean that's probably.
I think like reaching out wise, because people have heard a lot about our events in the past, and even like maybe stepped in, or like their roommates are in SASA and stuff. They're pretty receptive, and we're like, even if you are foreign to the culture, like you should come. And people, and like she said, like we usually have free food at our events, and that's always a really big attention grabber. So then we have like a campus center on campus, which is where we like usually PR the event, market the event, table sit, and that's like it's kind of like a, I guess, hub for our students. Like everybody's always there at some time of the day, and people usually are really receptive. We usually have like posters or music playing, or sometimes we had like chai tables sitting in the past just to like get outreach on our club. And so far it's been really nice. Like we definitely have had more like non-SASA members and non-South Asian students come to our events, and they're really excited. They get to like dress up. They wear like traditional clothing from their roommates and from their friends, and they're always like, oh, the food is so good, the event was so good. So it's really nice to have everybody there. I don't know if you have it.
Yeah, no, that's exactly it. Like doing the table sitting is like a really good thing, like for at least getting people's attention, because it's like we have like a booth with our like logo on it, so people can come up and ask us any questions around that time too. So it's really helpful.
Mm-hmm. And you guys mentioned that you have free food at your events. Sorry, but
he loves free food.
You should come here.
But how do you guys raise the money for that?
So at the beginning of every academic year, we have something called SGA at our school, which is the Student Government Association. Yeah, and so usually every club gets a certain amount of funding from them. We just have to be like, this is the type of event we have. This is how it's run in the past. And they have like our past like funding requests, and usually we get like money from the school. And if that specific association isn't able to give us more money, we can like reach out to other organizations for more money. So usually the school provides all the funding for all the events. We did fundraise once in, I think it was December, November, and we donated that money to Save the Children. That was from our chai table sitting. I think we were selling chai for like $1 or $2. Yep. And then we raised money for Save the Children. We donated it. But usually the school does provide us the funding for the events.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. And did you guys both join your freshman year?
So funny enough, my freshman year, I actually didn't know in the beginning of the year that SASA existed because COVID happened. I was like, the way the the activities fair was held, it was all online. They just gave a giant list of all the clubs the school had, and they're like, go to these Zoom links. And I was like, I couldn't find anything that way. I maybe went to like 3 Zoom links and I was like, I can't, this is too much to look through. I ended up getting a follow on the from Sasa on Instagram, and then I found out that the club existed. So then during my like second half of the year, during C term of last year, I joined the club, and then I became exec member this just past term.
I joined in my freshman year because I was a freshman before COVID hit, and I think I was like Suhas, where I was like wherever I wanted to go, I wanted to have like a cultural club to join. So I was kind of on the lookout for that. And when I knew Sasa was there, I joined right away.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. And what other universities are in Massachusetts besides WPI?
So
Massachusetts has a lot of universities.
So we have closer to Boston, we have MIT, Harvard, Northeastern, BU. There's smaller ones like Wentworth, Suffolk, and then in Worcester we have
Worcester State, Worcester, WPI.
In Worcester we have Clark, WPI, Assumption, Holy Cross. It's almost every town has a college.
Have you guys done any like collaborations with other universities?
So because COVID's been such a huge thing for the past 2.5 years, at least when I've been here, we haven't gotten a chance to, because we weren't allowed to invite external guests because of the spread. We're finally being able to invite guests, so we definitely do want to do collaborations. I know usually SAC, which is the event we just had, is a huge collaboration with Clark, like a bunch of their students come in. But this year, because of COVID, we had to restrict it to 10. But yeah, I think going forward in the fall, hopefully the pandemic is almost gone and we can definitely collab with different universities from far away from us too.
And you guys mentioned how this was a South Asian club. Is there are you aware of any other Asian ethnic group clubs on campus?
Yeah, exactly. We actually do in D term, this coming up term, we have something called the Pan Asian Festival, which is a combination of all the other Asian student clubs and we come together and we each make our own booth, and it's each booth has something related to their cultural club. Like in ours last year, we had Bollywood dancing, rangoli making, we had cricket, and it was and we had a little photo booth too, and it was really nice. And that's what all the other clubs do as well. And we have a little bit of food from each country, and there's a fashion show that showcases all the fashion of each country as well. So it's a really big event.
And on campus we have SACE, which is the what is it? Society of Asian
Engineers,
Scientists and Engineers. And then we have JCC, which is the Japanese club. There's VSA, which is the Vietnamese club. KSA, which is the Korean.
Yeah, and then CSA, Chinese.
So we do have, we have collabed with them in the past. Even last year we did a dance workshop kind of event where VSA came and taught us fan dance. And then we just have a newly established Bhangra team on campus. So the captain of that team, she taught us some steps.
And then KSA has also their own dance crew, and so the captain of that team, K-pop dancing as well.
So we have a really good relationship with all of the Asian clubs on campus, which is nice because we can collab with them when we want.
Yeah, I think it's really cool, seeing all the different cultures kind of come in and blend together.
For sure. Pan Asian Festival was really nice. It's a really nice.
It was a really nice event last year. It was really fun to go to.
Yeah, me and Kritika were definitely looking into doing joining South Asian clubs in Georgia universities.
Wherever we go to college,
where so we're looking into dance teams or basically SASA, the Georgia Tech or UGA version of that. So we're really excited to attend cultural events.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun.
It's also a chance to dress up and everything, so it's really fun.
The music and everything together is a really good time.
So coming back to you guys, so compared to high school and college, have you noticed any difference in cultural representation in your community, whether that be at university?
For me, I came from a town. There was no Indians, no South Asians in general. It was predominantly white people. So coming here, it was a really big change for me, and I was really excited because there's just things that I can't exactly relate to other people on, talking about movies or just film or music and a lot of things. But I got to make my first few like Indian friends here, and I've been like able to bond with them on so many things, and it's been so much fun. And like, for me, it was a very big change, but like I love the change.
I think for me too, like specifically like school wise, I went to a predominantly white town, and there were a handful of Indians, but like again, we didn't have like a cultural club or anything on campus. But outside of school, I'm really like my family's really involved with like the temple, and I had a bunch of like, because I do music and stuff, so I had a bunch of like friends outside of school. So I guess I had that connection, but like in an academic setting, I didn't. So coming here, it's nice to have like, you know, like you said, like SASA, and I guess have like your academic side, but also have like this side where you can like showcase your culture, relate to people about food and stuff like that. So
are you guys planning on like having like a study abroad thing, like all of you going to India maybe in the future?
That'd be really fun.
That would be really fun.
So in our school, we have a third-year project called IQP, and that project is like you kind of like rank places that you want to go to, and you get put in. So like I'm going to Germany in a couple weeks for my project. So that's where 95% of the school goes abroad situation. So I guess we don't really have a study abroad where it's like you go there and take courses. So when I go to Germany, I'm going to be pretty much working on a project 9 to 5 every day. So I don't take courses that entire 7 weeks. So that's kind of the study abroad that we have here. But honestly, going to India is very fun. There is an India in location for that project. It's in Mandi, India. Yeah. It's people definitely go. It's in northern.
It's like near the mountain areas.
Yeah. Okay. So, but going to India forever, that is definitely gonna. You might have to pitch that now.
I mean, maybe not for study abroad, but maybe like a trip.
Yeah, that's really fun.
That sounds really fun.
Kritika, do you have any questions?
And like so far in like your years or like your time in SASA, what's like been your favorite experience or like memory?
I think just like meeting people. Like I've definitely made like some of my closest friends in SASA. So like just like meeting people and having them means a lot.
I had last year, I was like really hard because I couldn't meet many people outside, and it was like we were all told to basically be in our rooms. So SASA was like we'd hold like picnics outside, like COVID friendly events, and like I actually could go to those, and I got to meet people through those events, and that was like a really fun. Like we did like Bollywood, like we practiced Bollywood dance. Super fun.
I think also just like setting up the events is fun, because then after when like people are like, oh, the event was so nice, we're like, oh,
that's really good.
We hosted. So that's also really nice. But yeah, definitely the community. I think like the people I've met, friends. So
do you guys ever feel like shy dancing the Bollywood music in front of other people?
No, I think I definitely used to feel shy, but then like seeing that people don't judge.
It's like
here.
When everybody is doing their own thing, it's like you just feel like doing your own thing as well.
And like nobody's like judging.
No one judges. It's like everyone's like, yeah, do something kind of thing.
Like I think because I'm South Indian, I don't know like the lyrics to like a lot of the
Same,
like
they
Hindi
play a lot
songs.
of Hindi music.
Like my friends don't care; they just make fun of me. So it's definitely fun.
So what are your favorite aspects of South Indian culture? Like food or movies or music?
Oh, that's hard. I don't know. That's like really hard.
That is a hard question, because I would be like, yeah, everything.
Everything.
I don't get to dress up often, so for me, that's like I'm like when I get to pull out my clothes, I'm like, yay! They're like bring all like jewelry out and everything. But
that is true.
Food is like I try it like once a week. I usually cook something like I have a friend who lives on the same floor as me who's also Indian. She and I like to like cook Indian dinners together from time to time.
That's cool. So fun.
We just.
Does your dining hall have Indian food?
They so actually they were supposed to have a place called Chaat House on campus like this past 7 weeks, but it never showed up. So I don't know.
I think it's gonna show up hopefully next term is what I heard.
I was so sad. I'm not here.
You're not gonna be here.
But I think that place had like little samosas and like naan
and they had like
and stuff.
Yeah, they also had some because like I got to try they had a big last year event where they were trying out a bunch of different foods, and one of them was the Chaat House, and like I was trying a bunch of their like little appetizers they had, and they had like a masala mac and cheese. It was actually not bad. I thought it was gonna be really bad, but it was pretty good.
So that's the thing. Actually, there's a place that just opened up down the road called the Shack, and they have Indian food.
They do?
Yeah, my roommate and I ordered chili paneer and like paneer butter masala like 2 turns ago. It was good.
I didn't know that.
So like Worcester has like Worcester and like the towns surrounding Worcester have a bunch of like Indian places. So like it's really easy to just hop on an app and order Indian food over too. And I live like on, so I go home like once in a while, and my mom always packs food back. I always have something.
That always seems so nice to like go home and eat. Yeah.
So you guys have a fridge for like your like home food?
I live on campus, and it's an apartment style like housing. So we have our own kitchen, a fridge, like a little bit of a living space, and then 3 bedrooms.
And same here. I'm in a different apartment, but same setup pretty much. So yeah, we.
Nice.
I mean, yeah, I think that would be really cool if you have like other culture roommates and you guys could like alternate like dinners.
Yeah, I mean, one of my roommates, she is not Indian, but she loves Indian food. And so she like always wants to learn like whatever my mom came over last weekend and she was like showing us how to make chai. And, yeah, it was really nice though. And she was like my friend really likes cooking, so she was like, she makes more Indian food than I do sometimes, which is crazy. But,
and then is there like a Indian grocery store nearby, or?
Yeah, there's a town over called Shrewsbury, which is like 10-minute drive from here, has a Patel Brothers.
And there's also an India market in Shrewsbury. Yeah. So there's two big ones.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
It's like by drive it's like 10.
It's like, and it has everything you can need. Yeah. It's like a nice store.
If you can't find it, it's just if you go to India market over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a Patel Brothers here too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And are you guys both from Massachusetts? Like,
no, I'm from Connecticut. It's like 2-hour drive from Worcester.
Yeah, I'm from Massachusetts. Just like I'm more like, so Worcester's like kind of southern Massachusetts, a little bit southeast, southwest, and I'm like northeast of Massachusetts.
And so, why did you guys pick WPI, like to go here for college?
Good question. I think for me, when I was applying so I do like music and stuff outside of school. So I didn't want to go too far away from that because I didn't want to lose that after doing it for so many years. So for me, when I was applying to colleges, I applied mostly in New England, maybe like 1 or 2 scattered, kind of in, Western Western United States. And then I think coming down to it, it was like the 3 main things for me were like location, just, like financial aid too, and just like it was mainly like I also really like WPI and I toured because like it's a smaller school. We have about 4,000 students, undergrad and grad. It's about 5,000 total. So it's a pretty smaller school. I actually wanted to go to a huge school. And like I need to go to a big school, and then I showed up here. So, but when I got here, like the community, like everybody was so nice and like welcoming and warm. Yeah. And I really so our school is like prides on their like project based approach. So like also like before you graduate, you have to complete like 3 big projects every year, except for your freshman year. And then a lot of the courses are like project based, like group work, like collaboration, teamwork. So like I really like that aspect too, and the research opportunities. So like that, so this school really stuck out to me. So so I'm here.
Very similar. I mean, for me, it's like I didn't want to go too far away either because I'm like 2-hour drive is probably the max my parents were really gonna make it. Yeah. But I was like looking around like upper like North England area basically, and then one of my dad's friends lives in the area and he was talking about the school, so then we came and toured here, and then I was like, campus area, like there's like, especially in like the springtime, it's like so nice to go outside and do work there. Like there's benches and like a bunch of trees and flowers, and I love that type of environment. It's very calming to me. So I was like, oh my gosh, it's so pretty here. And then academic wise, I also wanted something like, I like the project based curriculum, and I like the 7-week terms because like my attention's like it's like not the greatest. So like having those terms and always being like focused on like what I'm doing in those terms is like really helpful for me. And the people, like I always like that was something I wasn't exactly expecting like completely, but like I kind of had the idea because of like how like it wasn't like a toxic competitive nature here. That's like what I noticed before coming. And then like when I came here, I was like, it was very true. Like the people I met here were so nice, and I was like, this is such a nice environment. I was like very happy.
And when you guys do like grad school or like any other schools in the future, are you gonna look into like a South Indian community there, or is that like not a priority?
So, well, one thing that is a BSMS program here, which is what a lot of students do. And a lot of students that do it are like I think I noticed are South Asian actually.
Yeah, a lot of the grad students here are either like some Asian or like Indian.
Yeah, because a lot of them were doing the BSMS program too,
or they came from
India and were doing grad here. But I guess I haven't personally myself thought of doing grad yet. Something I put in my plans as of now.
Yeah, I think for me, I'll end up where I do, and then meet the community.
Yeah, I think it's really nice to be adaptable.
Yeah,
where you are in.
And I guess like when I leave here, like I have my friends that I've like met and made, and then my friends outside of school. So like I know they'll always be there if I need it.
There's a community there for you.
Yeah.
And then Sahana, you mentioned how you did music.
Yeah.
Is it like traditional Indian music or something?
Yeah, so I sing like traditional like Carnatic music, and I play the veena, which is our like South Indian like string instrument. So, and then I also do Bharatanatyam. So like I didn't want to like get away from any of that. I don't know about like higher studies, but at least for now, kind of stay close.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I used to play tabla.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I pretty until like 4 years ago.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Bharatanatyam when I was younger as well. I did that for like 7 years, but
Wait, what is it called when you like the Bharatanatyam? Like you have to dance for 2 hours? Or...
Oh, I didn't get to.
Is that okay? Is that what it's called? Have you done that?
No, I did mine for veena. I didn't do it for music or like singing or dance.
So do you guys also like showcase like your music talents and all that at like events?
Yeah, so SAC, like she said, was a huge like cultural night. So like people sang. We didn't do anything because we were hosting.
Yeah,
it's hard to do when you're hosting. But we had singing. Somebody played the piano, poetry. The Bhangra team danced like a fusion dance.
Singing was mostly like acoustic, like they had like a guitar and they sang. It was really nice.
There was a girl who danced.
So fun.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely. And then last year, because COVID was so like it was prominent, we did the same event on Instagram, and we had people like send us in videos. So like people send videos of like art, photography, like dance, music, whatever. So again, like this is our like pretty much talent show of the year. So this is our main place where people showcase their talents. And I think we want to have like more like general body meetings where we let people like kind of do whatever they want to.
Yeah, we're hoping to do that in like future like GVM events where people can just kind of like show up and showcase their talents and like sing a song if they wanted to. Or we do like a karaoke night kind of thing.
Yeah. In the works.
And what do you think WPI SASA like sticks out compared to other South Indian clubs at other universities?
Well, we like our events though to me stick out. I feel like the most. I don't know because even like to my friends who aren't South Asian, they always notice like the events being held. They're like, oh my god, yeah, like we feel like we broadcast our events pretty well to be a wide range of people, which I think is very important because for a lot of people, they don't know anything about this culture. It's like, even for this school, because the diversity is on the little bit lower side. So it is a learning experience for a lot of people, which I think is very important. Like just to know where people come from and give better understanding of the people that you are with. I think that's very important.
I think also like for our SASA, like the size of our club and like having like so many grad students is also different than a lot of other SASAs. Some SASAs like tend to end up being like small. And then it's usually predominantly undergrad clubs. So we have like kind of both. So that kind of helps stick out too.
So is SASA like a national club and then like this like a chapter, or did you guys like start it?
So it's not like an association or anything where like, you have something like,
it's not like a sorority, exactly.
Yeah, so I guess it's not. So I guess it's not like even like SACE and stuff. So like SACE, like talking about, that's a national organization and they have like little chapters. So this is just kind of like a student run club thing. But because like, I guess like what probably happened was one college probably started and then another college stuck on and just kept happening. So like every college ends up having a SASA.
Nice.
Okay.
And I know some colleges, they don't call it SASA, but essentially it is a SASA.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys have anything else to like add, or do you
Add
want to
on.
explain anything?
I think I don't have anything on my side, but it was really nice talking to you guys. Like, thank you for giving us this opportunity.
Of course.
I was just curious, what is TNT?
Yeah. So what's your what's your mission?
So we're the TT Tutor. We have like a podcast that's like part of our organization, and we teach Telugu and Tamil to like little kids. Well, little kids primarily now, but that's not really how we intended it to be. But yeah.
Yeah, we've done like some story times in like Telugu or Tamil at like libraries. We're doing some fundraising, and then, but yeah, our podcast is like something we just do for fun. We just enjoy talking with a lot of people.
Yeah.
Just like sharing.
The founders of the tutoring program.
Yeah.
Cool. And I mean, I think wherever you go to college, you should like definitely like try and
I would
keep going.
No, this is like, I remember like when I was younger, like that was hard. I don't actually like, I speak Telugu at home, but like I don't know how to read or write it, which is like the hard part.
That's weird. I have trouble speaking it, but I can read and write it.
I mean, I'm the other way. I can like speak it really well, but like reading it is kind of an issue. So
yeah, no, because it's like it was spoken at home all the time. So like I was able to catch on. Yeah, but it was, I never sat down and like took classes to like actually like write or read them.
And like people that we know too, they're like, oh, we were like forced to go to these classes when we were little. You know what we wanted to like be more like, I don't know, fun, like, and like teach the languages in like a easy, fun way.
So do you guys teach like on Zoom or something now? Because
we use Google Classroom to like make lessons, and then we also have like live sessions to like answer questions or like help out with practice and stuff like that.
Did you start this kind of like a personal project, or like was it for high school?
It's kind of a personal project. We like it's not really like a school club, I guess. So yeah, it's kind of personal.
That's really cool. That's awesome.
Thank you.
One of our tutors, he's also from Massachusetts. So definitely tell him to look into WPI SASA.
Yeah.
Is he a high schooler?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a senior.
Do you know where he goes?
I don't know the high school.
Yeah, I can get back to you on that.
Yeah.
Just curious. That's really cool. I mean, I've never heard of a program.
Could you try again?
Serious. But no, I think that's really cool that you guys are doing such a thing in high school. Like that's a lot. It's a lot of work, I know.
Yeah.
So, like, it's really
it definitely was.
Like in college.
So yeah, we're just looking into doing it over the summer and then in college.
Yeah. And then are you guys planning any plans to go to the same college or no?
I don't know. I don't think so at this point, but we're gonna try to make it work.
You guys
we're still waiting on our decisions.
Do you guys know what you want to study in college?
Probably a science major.
Yeah, bio or nutrition.
Oh wow, that's cool. I know, and I know, Suhas, you said you applied here in Massachusetts, right? Did you apply, Kritika?
Oh no, I didn't.
Which colleges you applied to here?
I did Boston
University. It's a good school.
Yeah,
of course. I looked at WPI, but then
Boston University is really nice. You'll like it.
It's like city, very much. Like that's another thing I liked about those. It's like Worcester is like only a 10 minute, like not 10 minute. I mean, like $10 train ride away. Yeah. Like you get like a free weekend passes, like not free, but I mean it's like $10 cheap weekend pass. Yeah. And you can use it like anytime just to take the train to Boston. And I'm like, I've never been to Boston until I came here, so that was really fun.
But yeah, definitely like big university. BU is actually like where I really wanted to go before applying anywhere. That was like, I needed to go to BU, but then like they didn't have the academic program I was looking for, so I didn't end up applying. But that was like one of the like a long BU. So
you'll get in first.
Yeah, you'll be fine. My sister is a senior too, so like I know the decision waiting thing.
Yeah. Thank you guys for taking time out of your day to do this.
Thank you for inviting us. This is really, we've never done a podcast. So
Yeah,
it
was just nice talking to people.
So thank you so much for having us.
Of course.
Yeah, and if you guys know any other contacts for any other South Indian
I can
other
definitely
universities, we'd definitely like to talk with them as well.
Yeah, I can definitely probably share some. We can definitely share some.
That sounds good.
But yeah, thank you again for the opportunity.
Thank you.
Thank you guys. Have a great day.
Thanks, you too.